getting to consistent 10K months is actually a matter of making a couple of sales a day at the most. So you can figure this out, work backwards from there, and you'll start to figure out, if I send this many emails, I will be able to generate that amount of traffic. I want to break down for you how you can make consistent 10K months, how you can generate 10,000 in a month, but consistently, because this is doable, and I want to break it down so that you can see that it's actually simple. When you do the maths on this, you realize, okay, I can actually see how I can get there. So I want to break it down, and I also want to share with you some of the things that have helped me the most to generate revenue in my business. And honestly, once you've figured out how to make 10,000 a month, you can then make 20,000 a month, 30,000, 50, 100,000 a month, 200,000 a month, because all you need to do is look at what you're doing and then start looking at how you do more of it. I think once you kind of get to around the 2 million in annual revenue, then things need to change a little bit. But let's just focus on getting you to a consistent 10K month. You can do this, it's possible, and I'm going to break it down. So first, I want to do the maths with you, and I want to show you what it looks like to make 10K a month. So if you wanted to make 10,000 a month every month, let's say you had something you sold for $297. I'm going to do all this in dollars. So let's say you had a product for $297. It could be a digital product. It could be a course you've created. It could be an offer to join a membership. It could be a service. It could be something you're doing for someone, or it could be one-on-one coaching or a one-on-one thing, or it could even be a physical product. So let's say you sell each one for $297, that's what someone pays you. You would need to generate 34 sales a month to hit 10K, 34 sales. So a little over one a day. Or if you sold something for $497, you would need to generate 21 sales, so less than a sale a day. Or if you had something that you sold for $997, again, it could be a course, it could be a service offering, it could be like a group coaching package or a program that you've got. So if it was $997, you would only need to generate 11 sales in a month. So, we're looking at way less than, obviously, one every other day, or even less than that. If you sold something for $2,997, so it could be like a group program that's for 12 weeks, or one-on-one coaching with somebody, or a package like that, or it could even be a program that you've created, you would need to generate just 4 sales. So that's basically one sale a week. And then on the other end of the scale, if you had a product that was 97, then you would need to generate 104 sales, which is roughly 3 to 4 sales per day. Now, if we're looking at that, as we go through those numbers, okay, 3 to 4 sales a day, or 1 sale a week, or 1 every other day, or one basically every day. So the frequency is not that great. And once you have a process in place for generating leads and then converting those leads into buyers, you can do this. Like, generating 1 sale a week becomes doable. Generating 3 to 4 sales a day becomes doable, because in the grand scheme of things, in the billions of people in this world, that's not actually that much. So one of the first things you have to do if you want to get to consistent 10K months is decide what is it that you are going to be offering and what is your price point. And for me, one of the biggest things that helped me to get to 10K months was focusing on one offer. Not having loads of different offers that I was confusing myself with or diluting my focus with, but having one offer. So for me, that was a membership. So I got going with a membership, and when I first started, it was $25 a month. And so I knew how many users and how many members I needed to bring on board in order to be able to hit 10K months. So what is it that you are going to be offering, and at what price point are you going to be offering it at? And I know people get so hung up on this and get so hung up on pricing. Honestly, you have to trust yourself, trust your gut, and go for it. It is blooming scary. It took me 2 years of getting in my own way with creating an offer, because I was so terrified and I had so much imposter syndrome and what's the right price to charge and, all the usual stuff. So I know it can be hard, but honestly, if you can just get that clarity and just make the blooming decision of like, I'm going to offer this and I'm going to sell it at this price, then it becomes so much easier for you to actually start to make progress on it. So decide what it is that you're going to be offering and at what price you're going to be offering it at. And then from there, work backwards and be like, okay, if I wanted to generate 10,000 a month in revenue, how many sales would I need to generate in a month? So then you have your number. okay, I need to generate 5 sales or 10 sales or 20 sales. So you have got your number, your target for how many sales you need to generate. Once you have that number, then you need to work backwards from that and think about, okay, how am I going to do this? And you can start to work out how many leads do you need to generate in order to hit that number. So for example, one of the products we have, people book a call with us. So I know what the conversion is from how many people I need to get in that pipeline. I know how many people I need to book a call. I know what our no-show rate is. I also know what our conversion rate is from somebody on the sales call where an offer is given, an offer's made, and the likelihood of that person actually converting and buying. So I know what my conversion rates are. So I know exactly what I need to do. I also know, for example, if I send an email, I have a rough idea of how many calls that email is going to generate. So if I want to hit a certain goal, I know, okay, well, I need to send this many emails a month. I need to do this many posts on social media a month in order to drive the traffic, build that pipeline, and then get the sales. And it's the same with anything. And you might be like, well, Carrie, I don't even have an audience yet. So how are we going to do that? That is a conversation for a slightly different episode. But honestly, if you don't have an audience, it is one of the number one things you need to do. If you want to generate consistent 10K months, you have to build an audience. You have to get yourself out there. You have to start connecting with people. You need to create visibility, something that so many people put off doing, but you can't have a successful online business without it. You can't have any business without it. Every single business relies on us being able to create visibility for our businesses so people know, here's what we offer, here's what we do, here's how we can help you. Would you like us to help you? So you have to really make that a priority. And so many people are prioritizing other stuff that isn't generating them visibility. So what if, for example, you blocked off, say, 2 hours of your morning, or even 30 minutes of your morning, 40 minutes, an hour of your morning to focus on visibility, to focus on connecting with people, on posting out on social media? What if you set yourself a goal of reaching out to 5 people a day, maybe on LinkedIn or maybe on Instagram or in a Facebook group or wherever, in an in-person networking event, doesn't matter. What if you set yourself the goal to have 5 conversations with people who you might be able to help? 5 conversations a day. If you did that, how would it help you? How would it grow your pipeline? How would it help you to create visibility, get your message out there, and find people who you could actually really, really help and serve, who would love what it is that you have to offer? And really, visibility is that simple. I know it feels difficult because we have, so many worries and fears and doubts about putting ourselves out there, but it really is that simple. And I think it's important to remind yourself of that so that you actually just get on and do it. Again, and this is for another episode, but one of the things that I've been doing is looking at creating content in the pockets of time that I have. So if I'm making a cup of tea, can I get my phone out and make a quick reel? If I'm driving in the car, can I put it on in the holder and can I make a quick video? And doing content in pockets of time has been such a game changer for me because it's enabled me to create so much more content because I'm using essentially time where I've been listening to an audiobook or listening to music or doing nothing and just thinking about stuff. And so it's really helped me. So again, how do you make it easier for yourself to create content so that you can create visibility? And it might not even be creating content. It might be like, I'm making a cup of tea. Can I message one person? Can I reach out to one person? Can I see if I can help one person? From there, you then also need to look at what else can you be doing to build up that pipeline, essentially, those leads, that building up that audience for yourself. I know I've just talked about, obviously, posting it on Instagram, or not just Instagram, so the social media platforms that you want to use, or even, for example, hosting a podcast or writing a blog. But the one thing I would say is keep it simple for yourself. If you attempt to create a podcast show, a YouTube show, start a blog, and do all of that stuff, and it's it's just you on your own doing this, it's going to become so overwhelming. And I find that if you can get laser focused on one or two things, you are going to have a breakthrough so much faster. And as you start to really have a breakthrough with one thing, then that's great. Then start looking at, okay, can I repurpose this somewhere else? Or, how could I take this and adapt it for a different platform or do a different thing. But focus is everything. And so many people's focus is dispersed among so many other things. They're not getting the breakthroughs. They're not building the momentum they want because they feel all over the place. So you really, really, really want to keep this simple. One of the other things I want to say, obviously, around actually creating your offer, let's just talk for a second about what is it that you could create. Let's say you've not got an offer yet. What could you create? You could create a digital product like a workbook or a guide, or it could even be a digital product like an audio program. So there's an audio program that I sell for $27. I also sell a digital printable pack like of workbooks and planners and guides and all that kind of stuff. And I sell that for $47. So I sell those two things. And I have a really good size audience now, but when we promoted the digital bundle pack that we have that's $47, the first time we promoted it, we generated over $100,000 in revenue from a $47 product. This is why you want to spend a good few hours of your day, if that time is available for you, because I know you might have kids or lots of other, or you might have a job or other stuff going on, so you have to be realistic on what's possible within the time that you do have available. But then in the time you do have available for your business, how much time are you dedicating to visibility, to getting yourself out there? It should be a large chunk of your time on visibility and sales. Like if you want to get to those 10K months, you have to generate the visibility, but you also have to make the sale. You have to put your offer out there. You have to be telling people about it. I will get to that in a second. You could also put a course together. You could take your knowledge, your expertise, and turn it into a course, create some videos and upload it. If you're using our marketing platform, tech platform, FEA Create, you can host an unlimited number of courses there. So with a course, you could charge me anything. I've created loads of courses over the years. I've put courses together that are like $27. I've also sold courses for $97, $197, and beyond that. So you can put a course together, pre-record it, and sell it. You could also create a membership. I have loved having my membership. I've had it for over 10 years now. It's generated millions in revenue, but it's impacted the lives of tens of thousands of women from all over the world. My membership started out at $25 a month, and then I did price increases, and it went to $30 a month, and then $37 a month, and then $47 and $97. So the price has increased over time as we've developed it, and it's become more and more valuable. But again, one of the power of having a membership is the recurring revenue, because you're generating that revenue every single month. When someone who signs up, they're signing up for continuous support or help or content from you. And so yes, at some point they're probably going to cancel, but it's likely that they're going to stay with you for a good few months. So you've got that recurring revenue coming in. And I found that to be it's just been a game changer, like having that recurring revenue. I would say if you want to build a membership, if you have a bit of an existing audience already, like even a few hundred, that's good, because otherwise you're going to be trying to generate the content for the membership, but also you're going to be trying to generate the visibility for the leads, and you're going to have a lot going on if it's just kind of you managing it all. Another thing you could offer is services. So it might be that you're going to put a package together where you're going to do something for somebody. Maybe you're going to do graphics for somebody or build websites for people, or maybe you've got coaching packages where you work with people one-on-one, or even maybe group programs. So we have both one-on-one packages that we offer, and we also have like group programs where, our group program is $2,997. And so again, like you charge more, obviously, because you're delivering. It's a lot more intense. You're giving a lot more help and support. And then obviously lastly, physical products. So we also do have physical products. We have our Carrie & Co stationery range. If you're watching the video of this is the planners, the business planners that we have, the annual planners, and we've got loads of other products on there. Again, I love physical products, but it's something that requires capital, because you have to be able to manufacture, you have to be able to ship products. And I would say I didn't start the physical products until I had a really successful online business with a big, a decent online following, so that I knew if I created and manufactured like 500 planners, that 500 planners would be sold. So when it comes to physical products, I personally liked taking that angle. So those are the different product ideas. And then it's just really looking at, again, packaging it and figuring out what it is that your audience would love. What is it that you want to share? What is it that you want to put out into the world? And then creating something, and then focusing on your visibility. And then once you're building that visibility, selling. So selling can look like a post on Instagram with a DM automation that says, DM me the word goals, and I will send you an invite to get my 90-day success plan. And maybe then that's something you sell for $27. It can be that simple. Like, I do that all the time. And we do it for the Carrie & Co stationery. We put together DM as a word. I think it's DM as the word dream if you want to get 30% off the dream book. And we'll DM you all the details. We'll DM you the secret invite. So that kind of stuff works super well. And you can be doing that every single day on social media. You can be generating sales every day. And then can you see how, if you've got products, like, you can be making 3 to 4 sales a day easy. It requires you to be able to build your audience though. And that's the key thing. You've got to build that audience, and you've got to find easy ways to grow that audience. But if you're like, I'm going to go all in with that, I'm going to focus, that's going to become my focus for the next, say, 6 months, 12 months, I'm going to go all in on building my audience, then think of where you're going to get to. You're going to hit those 10K months, especially when you have an offer that you've created. You know what price you sell that you're charging for it, and you know how many sales you need to make every month in order to hit that 10K goal. The other thing is obviously building your email list. So, creating freebies and building your email list so that when you have something to sell, you can email your list and tell them about it. So when we sold the little product digital bundle that we generated 100,000 on, I sent a series of emails to the list saying, we've created this new product. I thought you'd love it. Here you go. We send emails every single week to our audience. And some of those emails are telling people about how we can help them and booking a call. Like, you are here to be helpful and to add value to people, and you add even more value through the offers that you create. So you have to tell people about it. And it's not that you can help everyone. We can't help everyone. And I don't want to be able to help everyone. But there are a good number of women that we actually can blooming help so much. And I want to help them. I want to help them get results. I want to help them build huge email lists and create huge amounts of visibility and build momentum in their business, generate the sales, hit 10K months. Like, I want to do that. And if I know that somebody has a business and their business is the perfect kind of business that we can actually help deliver them a result, then I want them to know that we can help them. And so, like, if you take that approach of like, I just want to help as many people as possible, then you firstly don't feel like it's not about you selling and making money. It's about you making a difference. It's about you having an impact. And for me, that's been a huge shift in the way I think. I mean, because I used to have so many blocks around this a long time ago, and it really helped me. And again, it's one of the keys to getting to those consistent 10K months and beyond that. I feel like there's so much more to say on this, and I feel like I'll probably create a few more podcast episodes talking about this stuff. I'll also leave some links in the show notes on different resources that we have for creating visibility, for growing your email list. I will put the link down there. Like, if you want to work with us one-on-one and you want more help and support, then I'll put the link down there if you want to book a call with us and chat and see if it is a good fit. And anything else I can think of that we've got maybe around offer creation or anything, I will link for you. But we've got so much help and support for you. But the main thing is you getting that clarity and realizing that getting to consistent 10K months is actually a matter of making probably either a couple of sales a day at the most. That's it, a couple of sales. I mean, unless you're selling something for less than 97, which you might very well be. I've sold a lot of things for less than 97. It's not really probably going to be more than a handful of sales every day. So you can figure this out, work backwards from there, and you'll start to figure out, okay, well, what do I need to do? How many posts do I need to put out every day? How many emails do I need to send every week? What ads do I need to run? How much traffic do I need to drive to a sales page in order to generate a sale? And you'll start to see what those numbers are. And then you can start to look at, okay, well, I need this many people landing on the sales page to hit this goal. I'm going to if I send this many or create this many posts or send this many emails, I will be able to generate that amount of traffic. So keep it simple. You can do this. And it's so blooming exciting. You'll be able to make this happen. So stay focused with it and keep going. And you will 100% be able to get there. And probably so much faster than you think when you simplify it. I wish someone had helped me simplify this and get out of my own way, because it would have really helped me. Because I didn't make money for the first 2 years in my business because, well, I was focusing on visibility, but I also had so many blooming money blocks. But yeah, when you break it down and you keep it simple, it's completely doable. So go make it happen. Go get to consistent 10K months. And if you need any help with it, I am here to help you. Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time for another episode of the She Means Business Show.